This may be my last video for a while. Stay tuned in and I'll explain. Hi, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I can't see a thing through these glasses, but if I look up the sun, I can see the sun, but nothing else. These solar eclipses come and go, and this is seems to be more newsworthy than other eclipses that I've encountered in my lifetime. We had one about 7 years ago. I purchased this really cool telescope from a pawn shop. Got it for about $100. It originally sold at Sears and Roebuck Catalog Company. Oh, it looks like it was back in the 70s, early 70s. It sold for about 40 bucks, something like that. Anyway, I purchased it and gave it as a gift to my son-in-law. He'd always wanted a telescope, so we went over to his house and watched it with the grandkids on that other solar eclipse, and it did darken the sky. It darkened the earth. Everything went dark, and then the light came back on, and that was it. And then life went on, and yet here we are on another solar eclipse tomorrow here in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm going to be watching it. Sure, why not? I'm on staycation. I ain't going nowhere. So I'll sit out on the back porch with my actually it's over there. I'll have to be sitting on the front porch. Now let's put this thing in perspective. Living in the Pacific Northwest, at the beginning of this solar event, there's a lot of spectators coming through, and I mean a lot of spectators. Today, the town I live near is completely out of gas. I know in the areas of Central Oregon where they're flocking to, they're completely out of gas. There's no more fuel to pump. All of the highways and byways are clogged with traffic. It's moving at a snail's pace. Our governor has activated our National Guards to help police this Keystone event. If you don't mind, I'm just going to watch it up here on the farm in the peacefulness of my surroundings and not be caught up in the hectic fiasco that's going on throughout the country in the path of that eclipse. Which is interesting to note. That eclipse's path crosses over all the main geologic subduction zones across the United States. Beginning in Oregon, it crosses the Cascade subduction fault line. I wonder if it's going to trigger that 9-point and better earthquake. Get to that point in a minute. It also crosses over Yellowstone National Park. Okay. And the new Madrid fault line. Okay. And it also ends up over there in South Carolina where they have a geologic active area. Historically speaking, I can remember back in history and reading my Bible, you know, when Jesus was crucified on the cross at Calvary, there was a total eclipse and the earth shook. Interesting. Before that, when Jonah went into Nineveh to preach the word, and there was a sign given to the people before Jonah got there. It was a total eclipse with an earthquake. Months after the beginning of World War I, there was a total eclipse with an earthquake. I wonder if those of you viewers who are more astutely in sync with this science of geology and astronomy, I would venture to guess that the combination of the sun and the moon in line with the earth, the combination of those two bodies having a central force of gravity at that point is what's triggering those geologic slippages in the tectonic plates. Something to think about. I tend to be a realist here on Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, and given that what could happen, I'm not taking any chances. We're removing all of the heavy stuff from above and setting them down, like my cast iron Dutch ovens. I took them off the cupboard shelves and put them down low. And we're also making other preparations just in case. It doesn't hurt to be prepared. What do they call that? An ounce of prevention? Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video, and it gives you food for thought. Actually, when I was putting this video together, it gave me food for thought, thinking about, wow, could be. I gotta go put some straps on the beehives, the other 3 beehives, and make sure they're secure so they don't fall over. So I'm gonna go get ready. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.